Hi, Leo. Welcome to Earth Wisdom Fire Tarot. This is going to be your 2020 forecast. Just looking at how you might go through this year in terms of lessons, in terms of energies. If you're interested in getting a personal version of this reading, like I did last year, you can find the info down below or at earthwisdomfire.com on my new website. So yeah. It's going to be a special price of $66 for at least a little while. So, yeah, take advantage of that. It's a very, very potent, powerful read. I've been getting a lot of emails recently about like how spot on the readings were and like how they resonated with them throughout the year. So, I already pulled some cards from the Tantric Dakini Oracle just to sort of dig deep into the energy before I started the reading and to sort of meditate on these energies. So you got Cutting Through as your first card. And I feel like there is some sort of major decision that you've had to make to break with something that was holding you back or holding you down, weighing you down. So with the taking of arms, I feel like you've definitely taken a proactive approach, to addressing whatever has been standing in your way or holding you back. And it feels like this was definitely related to some sort of creative potential or creative blockage, because you have the Scarlet Woman here. And this is related to the Empress and the Tarot. So, this could even be a pregnancy, but it could also just be birthing something new into reality. There's definitely some sort of delay or some sort of obstacle that in 2019 you're working through, and in 2020 you have the opportunity to fully realize, because there aren't going to be those obstacles there anymore. There's not going to be anything holding you back, and whatever fears that this external force was sort of like trying to instill in you, you fought back. So that's really powerful. I feel like there's a huge opportunity here for you to create whatever reality it is that you want to experience. So let's look at what you're leaving behind in 2019. So the bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. So it was a busy year. The Five of Wands speaks to maybe some sort of power struggle, some sort of competitive energy. There could have been some tumultuous friendships and relationships that just had a lot of passionate people, trying to get their way and get what they want. I feel like with the God of Swords, this was an energy that you kind of came across a lot, or maybe you like kind of embodied, because the people in your reality are a reflection of something going on within you. So I feel like with this God of Swords energy, you've mastered, or I don't want to say mastered, but it's almost like your mental energy was rearranged in a way that was supportive of your vision. So you might have just had a moment of clarity or had some sort of revelation, or just really been able to think through something that's been troubling you for a long time and get to a place where you can actually take action based on that. And at the same time, there was a lot going on for you emotionally and intuitively. And the Moon card, I feel like, is really being able to forge this path through the darkness, through the illusions, and through the mysteries that were sort of haunting you before. And it's interesting because I got this energy of like being haunted for multiple reasons. I'm not going to go into what that was, but when I was meditating on your energy, I was just feeling that sense. And I feel like with the God of Swords, it's like combined with this energy, it's like this head and heart energy really coming together to work together, instead of working against each other, feeling like there's this power struggle, there's this harmony that's happening. Wow, the Empress card is out here again. That's really cool. So, we're almost out here. it's lurking underneath the deck. So yeah, I feel like instead of maybe feeling like you're drowning in your emotions or just feeling really weighed down by the unknown, like by like weighing on you, like not knowing what's happening, what's coming, you've kind of gotten to a place of relaxation with it, with comfort, maybe not comfort, but acceptance of whatever that is that you don't know for sure. And you've just sort of settled into that energy. And that's how you've been able to achieve a lot of success. So the Chariot card means that in 2019, you've already been put on this path towards success. You're already on this path of purpose and clarity, and you're on your way. So let's see what's happening in the early part of 2020, building on that energy. Wow. That's it. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups here. So the early part of the year is really enjoying the success that you've achieved. You're on your path. So if you're really happy with something or everything in your life, it feels like it's really here to stay, because with this Ace of Pentacles, it's not just emotional fulfillment. It's not just a feeling, that's keeping you warm at night. You have something physical and tangible coming in to match that energy and to help it stick. Because literally the first thought and the first energy I got with the Ten of Cups was that it just felt like it was fleeting. It's like you feel like you've made it, but then the other shoe's about to drop or something like that. So I feel like there may be this fear of enjoying, the rewards of your hard work and really feeling like you've made it because you've been disappointed in the past. And with this Devil energy, it makes sense, because this Devil energy, for one thing, I feel like is intense, like passion and just really heightened emotions all around. And again, with this Moon energy that you were exploring in 2019, or that you were diving deep into, you're no stranger to that realm of emotionality and just feeling things very, very deeply. So the Devil card feels like an amplification of all of these feelings, of the love and fulfillment and the exciting new opportunity that this Ace of Pentacles presents to you. So with the Devil energy, it's really about deciding what you want to be locked into. Like, do you want to be free, or do you want to be locked into something? And the Devil card doesn't necessarily have to be that you're locked into something negative. It could be that you're trying to commit to something and you're going a little bit overboard, or you're just like so excited, you're like overindulging in something that's good for you. So I feel like, well, let's see what's happening in the latter part of the year, but I'm getting the sense that that Devil energy is really just like having trouble like seeing the bigger picture, because you're just so passionately involved in what's going on the ground for you. It's like myopia, but like not necessarily negative. Okay. So bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. Wow. And I actually saw this earlier, but I wasn't sure I was supposed to talk about it yet. So the fact that it came out again means that there is something that you're parting with here. There is something that you're having to let go of. And the energy that I'm getting is that you're letting go of some sort of dream, long-held dream, or some sort of assumption about the direction that your life is going in. So I feel like with the Chariot card, you're kind of like going with the flow because you've been in this Moon energy for so long. You're like, oh, okay, I'm on this path. But maybe you thought that being on this path meant that the other things that you were expecting to happen were going to happen. But I think that you're realizing that whatever your expectations were you're getting something different. And I think that there is some sort of pain here. There's some sort of heartbreak associated with that. Um, you have the Son of Pentacles. So it definitely feels like, you know, you're dealing with a lot of earth energy here. And the Son of Pentacles, it's about really taking things one step at a time, like a really steady energy. Um, and when it comes to your work and when it comes to your abundance and what you're supposed to be creating, be really careful around collaboration with other people, because you have the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords right under there. So I think that there is some sort of there is something here around somebody trying to take advantage of you, or being able to win something in a very cold-hearted way is what I'm getting. And it could be this Son of Pentacles energy. But I think it's really, I don't think it's that energy. I think it's actually you staying focused. I think for some of you it is. Like it could be a Capricorn because the double energy came out as well. Or it could be somebody just like with those qualities of a Capricorn, like maybe being very focused on success at all costs, and they're not thinking about the consequences. They just want to win at all costs. With that Five of Swords, it's really talking about here. So in order for you to really stay on track and stay focused, you have to really invest in yourself and really trust yourself. And if there's anything that needs to get done, do it yourself. Like that's a very clear message that's coming through here. When it comes to collaboration, be very careful and weigh your options carefully. I feel like this is going to be a year where when it comes to if you're starting a business, or you're like, you know, starting to think about changing careers or think about moving, don't involve too many other people in the major decisions. Really listen to your own heart and trust yourself. So you have another 8 here with the 8 of Cups, which means, you know, there is a lot of abundance available to you, but what do you have to give up in order to, and sacrifice in order to achieve that success? And I feel like with the 8 of Cups, there is something, some sort of emotional attachment that you invested in that you're letting go of, because it's preventing you from flourishing, from fully realizing your own potential. So if there's ever any sort of feeling that something is missing or that you're settling, that's your cue that something isn't right. Because what's really truly meant for you is going to feel like you're overwhelmed, you know, with positive energy, like you've been given too much. There's like an abundance, you know. And I feel like there's going to be something here that feels small, that makes you feel less than, or like less deserving, and that's not good. Like that's why this heartbreak energy is really coming through here. And possibly even betrayal with that Five of Swords, or like, you know, losing something, losing some sort of battle. But whatever is happening there, like you're rising above it. It's not something that is holding you back permanently from your dreams. It's just something that you have to realize can't go with you into this next cycle. And that's painful to realize. So let's look at your love life. So I feel like that had more to do with like business or money. It didn't have to do with like a person. I mean, like a love interest, that's what I mean. It could be a person, but it doesn't feel like there's, it, like whatever that was going on right there actually didn't really feel that personal. It just felt like a step removed from your most intimate relationships. So let's look at your intimate relationships, like romantic relationships, love life, energy. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen this combination of cards before. Holy shit. So now for the good news. Wow. Incredible. And you already have the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So whatever is going on here with this other thing, that's like, it's just some sort of hater. Like, you just need to leave that alone. So bottom of the deck right now is the Ace of Swords, which means that when it comes to your love life, like, things are very clear, very cut and dry. I love how there's this crown on it. Oh my God. Literally right underneath that is another ace. Ace of Wands, which is good for sex and passion. And then you have Daughter of Cups and Goddess of Wands. It's gonna be a sexy, spicy year for you, Leo. Hello. So yeah, these two aces showing up together is really positive. It means that there's like a really healthy masculine energy coming in and meeting you where you're at. But I love how there's this like almost like flower crown, or just like a crown. It's actually a crown of crystals, not flowers. There's like little plants on it. But it just feels like I'm getting like marriage vibes from a lot of these cards. That's why I mentioned that. It's almost like a marriage tiara. So the first card out was the Two of Cups. So very, very auspicious card for the love portion of the reading. There's a definite heart connection. There's emotional resonance here. You like really care for each other. You are very nurturing towards each other. And you also have the Ace of Cups. So it's a very like grounded love, but at the same time it's very divine and almost like mysterious how much you actually love each other and where that love is really coming from and where it's being channeled from. It's coming from the divine. Like, this feels like a very divinely guided relationship. And then you also have the Lovers. Like, that's a really crazy combination there. Wow. I mean, love life wise, you are set. You are good. Like, you may already know this person, or if you're single, this person, when I say you already know this person, it means that you are probably already with that person, or at least you have a very strong friendship with this person. But if you're single totally and you don't have anybody around, you have this Lovers card energy here, which means that there's going to be probably some healing that needs to happen in order for you to be fully in an inner union. And when you feel really sure about what you really want, what you really deserve, it's like this other energy is going to come in to mirror you and match you. But whatever this relationship is, like, it's extremely, extremely powerful. It's very spiritual. It's like an overwhelming amount of love. I feel like you have a really good intellectual connection. You're able to talk to each other very honestly and openly. There's a lot of transparency and intimacy in this relationship. You really like each other's friends, and the Three of Cups also talks about a celebration, so there really may be a wedding. I really feel like there's a lot to celebrate here in this relationship. And with the Six of Cups, I feel like this is a relationship that as it endures, you're going to be more and more considerate of each other's wounds and really care for each other and handle each other very gently. Like, this feels like a really passionate and intense love connection. It's very sexy and spicy, like I said, but it's also very gentle and sweet. It really has everything. This is like probably the most positive spread I've ever seen for the love portion of a reading. Like, this is probably like as good as it gets when it comes to like emotions and like the spiritual aspect of this relationship. It's extremely, extremely balanced. There's a lot of balanced energy here. You have twos and sixes. I mean, then you have those aces coming in, like unity and oneness. I mean, really, really incredible. And the Three of Cups is also third energy, which is like what's created when the masculine and feminine, the lovers, come together. So, woo, you got it all. That's hot. That's amazing. Congratulations. So, yeah. Okay, so bottom of the deck is clear out the old. So your advice for right now, and as much as it's possible and practical throughout the year, to really let go of whatever is old stagnant energy, and really let go of old grudges, really let go of old resentments, old expectations, and allow yourself to sort of see the bigger picture and come up with a new vision that really aligns with who you are and the healing and growth that you've already experienced. You have to celebrate differences. So I feel like when it comes to this union, there may be, I mean, there's clearly a lot of harmony here, but I don't think there's a lot of sameness. Like, you are going to feel very different from this person in a lot of ways, but instead of harping on your differences and wanting to make this other person conform to who you are, or feeling like you're feeling a pressure to conform, I feel like you're going to celebrate each other's differences, and it's going to really help your relationship grow. And it's going to help you grow in terms of what you have to offer the world as well. I think it's going to make you a much more patient and compassionate person. So this person is really good for you, this relationship. And then you have heighten your vitality. So do the things that really make you feel alive. Really take care of your body, your energy. Really do things that support life in your environment as well. Okay, so bottom of the deck is, why are these all, okay, bottom of the deck is rebirth. So I definitely feel like there's going to be some hard times. Like I said, it could be when it comes to your money or your job situation, there's going to be some tumultuous energy there. But whatever you're being asked to release and however you're being asked to transform, just know there's a rebirth right around the corner. And this is the start of a brand new cycle for you, a brand new start. Yeah. I was seeing the Wheel of Fortune card wanting to come out, which would denote that sort of shift from one cycle to another. So I feel like it really is right around the corner for you. It can't be forced, it can only be allowed. So you have the communication card. So I definitely feel like there's going to be a shift in the way that you communicate. Like there's going to be, you're going to feel much more confident in your voice and in expressing yourself. And I think that you're going to demand that kind of clarity and openness from other people as well, instead of just showing up that way and seeing how other people don't match that energy. You're going to be sort of very deliberate in creating spaces where other people can match your energy. So it's not going to be like you're forcing other people to match you, but it's like you're going to be encouraging them or inspiring them to do that. You have a universal light. So your light is going to be shining very, very, very bright. And I feel like you're really seeing your place in the universe. So you may be having, another level of your spiritual awakening where you feel extremely in touch with the universal energy, and you know your purpose and your role and why you came here. Like there's going to be a lot of clarity for you about your mission, and you have play. So it's going to be really fun and you're going to be able to enjoy. I love seeing two dolphins here. It's just like such a loving energy, and it's a heart chakra energy. So you're going to be led in the right directions if you follow your heart, which I don't think you're gonna have a problem with. So I should say when you follow your heart, you're gonna be led in these really, really beautiful new directions. Okay, so we got the Sacred Journey card. There is wisdom in knowing that even darkness serves its purpose in the growth of the soul. Darkness need not be feared, but simply understood. Darkness is a misunderstood energy, which causes so much emotional distress and disharmony around the world, as it is seen as something that is separate to God. Most often, it is seen as something that needs to be avoided and battled. Darkness, too, serves its purpose. Through darkness, we come to see the light that is in us. We expand our conscious understanding through first walking in the shadows of our soul. The more you ignore, push away, and avoid darkness, the more it is attracted to your space. It is only through love and understanding of the true nature of darkness, embracing its role, and having gratitude for the lessons it teaches us that we are able to transcend its karmic wheel. Only then do we break free from its cyclical challenges that trigger the soul through its many faces and forms. Darkness is here to help us find our way back into our heart. We are all one, good, evil, dark, light, and the many other labels mankind has used to separate this energy that is one. Do not fear the shadows within or outside you, but simply observe the dance of life that is occurring all around you. See the lessons that unfold from the dark periods in your life. Understand their meaning and purpose. When you can transcend the illusion of separateness and judgment of all that is seen as dark, you transcend the illusion of suffering. The more you walk this journey with understanding and clarity, the more at peace you are with this world. You are then ready to enter realms of higher consciousness and increase light. So you're going through a major initiation. And that's why, towards the end of the year, you're definitely going to be tested. And like I said, it feels like it's having to do with one area of your life that's kind of a struggle. And while one area of your life is flourishing, like your love life, this other part of your life, when it comes to your money or your job, is maybe going to be struggling. I'm just using the money or job as an example. It's a general reading, so it might apply in different ways to different people. But just know that, being able to transcend that illusion of separation between those two seemingly opposing forces in your life, will serve you so well in the next phase of your journey, which is about, really being one with this universal light and following it towards your destiny. So, like I said, it really is an initiation. You're passing some major tests here with flying colors. It's really quite beautiful. It's gonna feel like a kind of a stark contrast, but when you're able to like zoom out and see the bigger picture, it'll all make sense. So I hope this helps. Thank you so much. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And if you're interested in getting a personal version of this reading for yourself, you can find this down below. So thank you so much. Happy New Year. I love you. Bye.